So today I am making city chicken. Not sure, well, I guess it's called city chicken because it's supposed to look like mock chicken leg. I have a disclaimer because although I was born and raised in Michigan, my family never ate city chicken, and I had never actually heard of it until I was in my 30s. A friend of mine from Detroit of German descent, this is his recipe. I believe the classic one calls for veal and pork. There is no chicken involved, it's just called city chicken. So I have actually some petite sirloin beef cut up and pork sirloin steaks cut up. I have some skewers soaking. These are the longer skinny ones, which I actually cut down so I don't overload them too heavily with the meat. I do prefer the shorter, fatter ones, but that's what I had. So I cut the meat up. It was still just a tad bit frozen, which makes it easier to cut up. And then skewer the meat, alternating pieces, beef, pork, till you have them on the skewers. And then I'm going to make sure they're unthawed all the way before we proceed. So I've got them all skewered up and they're completely thawed. Now I'm going to bread them and fry them. And you can either put them in an oven, probably I would have done it at 300 for a minimum of 2 hours. But because it's kind of warm out, I think I'm going to put them in the crock pot. Normally I would slice up an onion and put that in the crock pot with them, but my onion was bad, so I'm leaving out the onion. I have seasoned flour, egg wash, seasoned. The breadcrumbs were plain, so I seasoned those myself, although you could use the seasoned ones. And I also salt and peppered the meat. So you're just going to do them in the flour, then the egg wash, and then the breadcrumbs. So as you can see, I have them all breaded. I have vegetable oil heating up. It's probably just about ready. I'm going to fry these, and then I'm going to put them in the crock pot. I actually have it turned on high right now. I've got some cold butter in there I'm trying to melt. Like I said, normally I would actually slice an onion and put that in there in the crock pot as well, but my onion was bad. So some recipes actually have a gravy that they're made and served with, but the recipe that I was taught, it's just butter and generally onions. So now I'm going to go ahead and fry these. I'm hoping this is up to temp. Oh yeah. This is a great big frying pan, which I love. Although I still don't want to crowd it. We're doing these in a couple of batches. Second batch is frying. The first batch I just put right into the crock pot. I've got that set on high. When they're all done, I'm going to put the cover on, add a stick of butter, and they will cook about 3 hours. 2 to 3. So the last two, you see, it's pretty much a full crock pot. And here I've got a stick of butter cut up, and I'm just going to throw this in here. Probably after about half hour, 45 minutes, when the butter is all melted, I'm actually going to baste them. Like I said, I'm going to be cooking these on high. If I had a longer amount of time, I would do it on low, but it's just a couple hours on high.